Hello dear children, good morning everyone. I hope you are learning your lessons properly at home and you are revising all your lessons properly. And today we are going to continue the same lesson, verbs again and remaining exercises. You know the importance of verbs, right? So I hope you are learning at least 5 verbs in a day. As I told you, learn it properly with meaning. Okay? And today let's continue the remaining exercises, and today also we are going to see one of the important topics. Today we are going to learn 3 words, that is do, did and does. What is the role of do and did, does, right? So dear children, these 3 words are playing an important role in English grammar. So these 3 words, by using these 3 words, we can make a negative sentences, positive sentences, and we can make question also, right? So that's what today we're going to learn, how to write a positive sentences we know already, right? Positive sentences we know it already, and today we're going to make how to make negative sentences and how to use these 3 words in a sentence, right? So here we know. Let's read these lines. You know how to paint. Read it properly, dear children. You know how to paint. You reach school on time. You read well. Something is missing, right? So, dear children, something is missing in these 3 sentences. But we know the meaning. We understand the meaning. But something is missing. But these 3 sentences are completely wrong sentence in English grammar. Grammatically, these 3 sentences are wrong. But we have to use one verb in each sentences. In each sentence, we have to use one verb. Only then the sentence will become correct one. Right, dear children? So here, what is missing in the sentences given above? Yeah, dear children, the words do, did and does are missing. Do, did, does are missing in the sentences. Right, dear children? What is do, does and did? Dear children, this is called a helping verb, or we can say auxiliary verbs. Sometimes it is working as a main verb and sometimes it is working as a auxiliary verb. Right, dear children? So let's continue. They help the verbs know, reach, read, reach and read to make complete sentences. So without using this sentence, it is incomplete sentence. Here we have 3 sentences. That is called incomplete sentences. Right? We have to use. What we have to use? Do you know how to paint? This is called a proper sentence. Do you know how to read? Do you know how to eat? Do you know how to drink? So in this way we can ask questions. Simply, you know drink? You know drink? You know water? You know drinking water? No. That is absolutely wrong sentence. We have to use do for asking questions. How to find out this is a question? We have seen already, using in every sentence there is question mark. In every sentence there is question mark. With the question mark only we understand this is a question. Right, dear children? So in each sentence we have question mark at the end, so that it is question. So we have to use do, did and does for making question. Right? So what is the difference between all these things? Right? As I said, this is called auxiliary verb, we can say, or helping verb. So when we make a question, these auxiliary verbs must come before the subject. Right? Or when we begin a sentence, it has to come. Normally, it has to come before the subject. You, he. These are the subjects, right? Or we say pronoun. Here we go. Do you know how to paint? Yeah, that is a proper sentence. Do you know how to paint? Do you reach school on time? Did you reach school on time? Or does he read well? What we use here, dear children, as I told you in one of the classes, does we have to use only for he, she, it form. that is called third form singular form. We cannot use it everywhere, but we use it only for the present, simple present tense, right? So by using do, did and does, we will see some exercises. So from that exercises we will understand very easily, right? Here we go. Exercise 4. Put in the verbs helped by do, did and does, right? We are going to use this sentence as incomplete sentence. We are going to use the verbs form, okay, present form or past form. We are going to fill this blanks so that this will give proper meaning, or else it will not give meaning. As we know already, without verb there is no sentence in English. Sentence will not be completed without subject, without verb. Yes, dear children, now we go. Do you dash? Do you dash what? So we have to fill verb. So do you eat? Do you eat? Right? So we can ask questions like this. Do you eat? Do you drink? Do you sleep? Do you bring? So like this we can ask anything, any questions. But for that we must learn the verbs properly with meaning. Without knowing the meaning of the verb, we cannot do anything. So dear children, please learn the verbs with meaning and 3 forms of the verbs, right? So next one, does Mr. Rao work? So dash the answer. We can say here, yeah, we can say the answer, or tell the answer, or write the answer. There are write, say and tell. It has slight differences in between all these, right? So learn the verbs, right? The next one, does she dash in an office? Work. Does she work in office? Right, dear children? So we use she does for third person singular. When we ask questions, we should not add yes with a verb, right? Why? Because yes is joined here with the do. So we should not use does with yes when we use question mark in third person singular, right? The next one, did she dash the movie? Watch the movie. So why do we speak watch here? Because this movie they speak about past tense. Past tense means completed action. Past tense means completed action, right? So next one, do they dash to school? Do they dash to school? The answer, do they go to school? Do they go to school? Yes, dear children. So we should know the proper meaning, so that do they go to school and did she watch movie? It will give a proper meaning. So dear children, we should learn the verbs. If we don't learn the verbs properly, we cannot write the answer and we will not be able to finish it. So at least now understand the importance of verbs and learn the verbs, right? So let's continue these exercises with the next one. Exercise 5. We are going to use do, did and does in the following sentences. How to find out, sir? Where to use do and where to use does and where to use did. By recognizing the verb, we can use do, does and did, dear children. As I said, we have to learn the verbs of 3 forms: present form, past form and past participle form. Right, dear children? So these things when we are going to learn the tenses, or when the time comes to learn, we will learn. For the timing, understand we have 3 forms of verbs: present form, past form and past participle form. Right, dear children? And here by seeing the verb, we are going to use do, did and does. Okay, and mainly all these sentences are question. It is interrogative sentence. Okay, dear children. So let's use here dash you like curd, dash you like curd. We ask questions, right? So What will be the answer? Do you like sweet curd? Do you like sweet curd? Okay, so when we have based on the subject or pronoun, we change it. Okay, here we have you, so that we use do, right? The next one, dash it rain here, did it rain here? Okay, did it rain here? We speak about rain, the past action. It is a completed action. Okay, so that's what we use, did. And the next one, dash flies carry germs. The dash flies carry germs. Do flies carry germs? Because we speak about the plural form, so we use do. And the next one, dash and bring you a gift. Dash and bring you a gift. Does ant bring you a gift? Dear children, we speak about ant. This is it comes under the category of he, she, it, of third person singular form. So that we use do, we use here does, asking questions, right? Does ant bring you a gift? The next one, dash he know we are hungry. Dash he know we are hungry. Again it comes the third person singular form, he, she, it form. So what we supposed to use? We use again does to ask question. So dear children, please write everything in a notebook and as well as textbook and try to understand. Okay then, and the next one is exercise 6 also one of the important topics. Okay, so here we often use do, did and does with not in sentence. Dear children, when we use do, does and did with not, it becomes a negative sentence. So here we are going to learn how to make a negative sentence. When they give a positive sentence, when we make it as a negative sentence, the verb form will change. That's what I said. We should learn the three forms of verbs: present form and past participle form, so that we will be able to recognize, identify it. Okay, then here we will learn it. You will notice that the verbs will change their form, as I said, right? They lived here. This is a past tense. Okay, this is a past tense. So when we change it as a question, I mean negative sentence, the verb form will be changed. Here they lived is a past form. They do not live here. So see the verb, the form changes into past tense into present form. Past form into present form. Okay then. So let's see the example. Walked will become walk. Tells will become tell. When we use negative sentence, it will change their form, right? So let's see the exercises. Some examples we have, 5 examples here we have. So let's change the opposite meaning of it. Rewrite the sentences to give the opposite meaning using did not and does not. Dear children, did not we use it for the past tense. We use it for the past tense, and does not we use it for simple present tense, and it's only for third person singular form, he, she, it form we use it, does not. So according to the sentence we will write it. Okay then, say here first one, Mita walked all the way. Mita walked all the way. Identify what is verb. Yeah, walked is a verb. It is given as a past tense. So what we supposed to do? We should use only past form. Here did not is a past form and does not is a present form. Okay, so accordingly we have to use it. So for the first one, what we supposed to do? We have to use did not. And dear children, we have to change, as they say here, verbs will change their form. The form of the verb also will be changed. So here is the answer. Mita did not walk all the way. Did not walk all the way. So see here, walked is here is given past tense, and when we change using did not as a negative sentence, it becomes walk, present form. Okay, then the same way, Gopal forgot to bring sweets. When we change it, it becomes Gopal did not forget, forgot, okay, forget, forgot, forgotten. Or we can say forget, forgot, forgot. So these are the three forms. So when we use, this is given here already in the past form. So when we use it as a negative form, did not, so it becomes forgot, it becomes into forget. Forget. So this is in this way we have to change it. So next one, Prita taught the lesson well. Again it becomes again it is a past tense. How do we find it's a past tense? Taught. Taught becomes past tense. It is a past tense. When we change, how it becomes? Prita did not teach the lesson well. Prita did not teach the lesson well. So in this way we have to change. See here the verb form has been changed. Teach, taught, taught, and we use did not. So it becomes, this is a positive meaning it is. So we give opposite meaning. Opposite means it is negative. Okay, it's a positive, negative, opposite, right? And the next one, Mohit tells lies. So dear children, here we have to notice tells lies. So what is the form? This is a simple present form. So first we have to identify which form of the tense it is. This sentence is which form, whether it's a present form or past form. So accordingly we have to use. Simply we cannot use did not and does not. So we have to keep that in mind, dear children. We have to identify whether it's a past tense or present tense. So this tense we will learn it when the time comes, or in upcoming classes we will learn it. So we may have a lesson. So we will learn about it in detail we will learn it. And today, so first understand what is there, whether it is a past tense and present tense. Okay then dear children. And the next one, here Mohit tells lies. So what we supposed to use? Mohit does not tell lies. So it becomes change. See here, walk will become walk, tells will become tell. So they say here already tells, it becomes tell. They have given already an example, right? And the last one, Rita cooked all the food. Rita cooked all the food, which means cooked. Again past tense. So the sentence is already given in the past tense. So what we supposed to do? We should use Rita did not cook all the food. So in this way we have to make it as a opposite meaning of the word. Opposite meaning. Okay dear children. And the next one. Okay dear children, today's class, so we have understand the difference between do and does, and importance of do, does and did. So we have to learn the words, the meaning of it, and to use the sentence properly we should learn the verbs with meaning and the three forms of verbs, so that we can write a proper sentence. And by using the do and does, we can make a positive sentence, the negative sentence, the interrogative sentence, questions. This is very, very important, dear children. So normally we ask question. I have noticed many children here, they simply ask, eat, finished. So without asking proper question, we should use proper word to make a proper question. We should not simply, when we learn it properly, when we learn English, learn properly. Right dear children? So please write all these examples and exercises, answers in your notebook and as well as in the textbook. Learn properly. At least from today onwards, learn 5 English verbs with meaning and 3 forms of verbs, so that you can fill and you can write a proper sentence in English. So learn properly, stay at home, write everything properly. Thank you.